Well,
Okay.
I want to say welcome everyone to this morning's Better Health Challenge conversation and information. And we have some great, amazing guest speakers. And the first one is going to be Kevin Grundy, who's going to walk us through some of the grounding of Youngevity. And then we have Allison, who's also known as Gigi, and I'm also known as Dracy, who's going to share her experience in becoming a Better Health Challenge finalist in Q1. So, Kevin, I'm going to over to you. Sorry, as you're taking a drink. Sorry, my name is Colleen Walters. For those of you, I'm not Dracy. Those of you who don't know me watching the recording, Colleen Walters, and I'm a coach of one of the finalists in the Better Health Challenge Q1. So, all right, Kevin, you're unmuted. Great. You just tell me when you want me to flip the slides.
Okay, we can start again. So start from the beginning. Hi guys. So this is our conclusion from our training episodes. This one is what is the heading for this one, Colin?
Better Health Challenge.
Better Health Challenge, yeah. So this is part of our Better Health Challenge, which makes Youngevity very unique. And I really love being part of that because it gives us some goals of what to work towards. So focusing on this campaign, so introducing Dr. Wallach. Are you recording this? Yep, it's recording. Yes. So at the end of all this, I can chop out all of these ad-libs and all that, okay? So don't worry about stuff which we add in. Okay, so just getting started. As we go through these presentations, there's a set format that we do which introduces Youngevity and introduces Dr. Wallach. And so these first few slides, these 6 slides, are just doing that. We're trying to create credibility to our story and to our mission. So Dr. Wallach, who was he? He was recognised as a naturopath, veterinarian doctor. He's given over 300 lectures. He has 13 books with 75 scientific articles. He is the author of Dead Doctors Don't Lie, which has been formatted into a DVD, a book and a CD, and originally it was a cassette. He has 2 radio shows he runs every day, which you can call in and ask your own health questions. He is featured in several videos, The Truth About Nutrition, and the latest one, The Audacity of Health. There's a great documentary on how Dr. Wallach has come up with these conclusions and these new health programs. So Dr. Wallach found that over 900 health problems are directly related to a nutritional deficiency. Thanks, Colleen. Next slide. And so Dr. Wallach found that through all of his research that all of the health challenges actually fitted into 4 categories or 4 different types of systems within the body. We have the hard tissue, which is the your bones, your joints, your cartilage, your muscles, your tendons, your teeth. So this is hard tissue, and the body uses certain nutrients to promote the healing of this type of tissue. Then we have a soft tissue. This is your skin, your heart, your lungs, your brain, your eyes, your tongue, all of that soft stuff. And again, the body uses a different array of nutrients to support this type of tissue in the body. Then we have a blood sugar regulation system, and this is responsible for hormones and how we metabolize sugars and how cells get sugar in and out of themselves. And so we have a system called blood sugars. And then, of course, the system wouldn't be complete without the digestion support. And because we have a big digestion system, in actual fact, our digestion tissue or the surface area of our digestion is actually considerably bigger than the surface area of our skin. But yet we take more care of our skin and not our digestion. So digestion is a very important category within this 90 for Life program. Next slide. And so Dr. Wallach found that 90 essential nutrients were required to sustain life. So in order for our bodies to function optimally, we need to consume the correct amount of these 90 essential nutrients. And there's 16 minerals, so 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 3 essential fatty acids. These are the core backbone of life. If you've done anatomy and physiology, well, then you'll understand that certain nutrients are required to build a cell. Cells do not live on hamburgers. They do not live on McDonald's or KFC. They live on amino acids and minerals. and proteins that are broken down from that big burger. And so we need a good digestion and a good system to help with that. And Dr. Wallach found that if you give your body what it needs, it does amazing things. And so there are 3 steps to better health. We need to identify a category. So we look at this 4-category system and we see, how does our health challenge lie within this 4 categories? Do we have a soft tissue problem? Do we have a hard tissue problem? Or is it just simple digestion disorders? So we choose the category. Then we choose the right pack. We choose the pack and dose. Remember, most packs and doses we see on the international market are for somebody who weighs about 100 pounds, or take 50 kgs, an easy number to remember. And so that's for maintenance. So if you've got a health challenge, you double your maintenance dose. And in some cases, if you have some severe chronic illnesses, you're going to triple your maintenance dose. We call that therapeutic dosing or practitioner dosing when you start to take mega dosing. And importantly, if not one of the most important, we need to clean up this diet. If you can continue consuming the junk food and the rubbish food that you have been doing for your life, it will shorten your life. So we need to clean up and make better decisions on what goes into our body. And for that, there are 5 secrets to better health. We need to eliminate, we need to eat, we need to, I forgot what they were, eat, eliminate, the 3 E's. We need to support, and we need to, come on, this is your area, Colleen, you've got it in front of you, and support the systems in place. So now this talk, we're going to pass this over to Colleen. The purpose of these presentations is for anybody to be able to take this information and clearly present this presentation. And so I've done the last 5, and so Colleen is going to come through and she is going to give her review on how this works, and what I've seen so far on the slide she's helped put together is going to be awesome. And so Colleen, she's been around in the naturopathic industry now for an extremely long time, 25 plus years I hear. She is an awesome girl. She, I believe, runs every single week in a marathon. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're doing that for a whole year, 52 marathons? Wow, where do you get that energy from? Obviously the BTT. So she's worked with Gracie. She's known the industry for a very long time. She brings a lot of wealth and knowledge. She brings a great product with her. The Saviour range, I think, was a blessing with Youngevity. It is one of the few things that really complements our Youngevity product range. I love the products, especially the new ones that have just come out. So hat off to you, Colleen. You've done an awesome job. You're a great representative for Youngevity. The floor's all yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. That really means a lot. You know, with your years and years and years of training in health and wellness and helping people around the world with that is just amazing. So thank you. So I'm going to talk to you all about, I guess, the 5 secrets to better health, and a little bit about my journey as well. And of course, the team that I coached to become finalists in the Better Health Challenge here with Youngevity. So let's just get started. So the first thing that we do you know, I guess we're going to back it up. The first thing we do is decide, right? So lots of people go, oh, I want to lose weight and it's January 1, or I want to change my diet, blah, blah, blah. But let's be honest, very few people actually decide. And that is number 1. Mentally, you need to decide and commit. You know, there's a lot of wishful thinkings, and, you know, within the first week or when the going gets tough, a lot of people stay to go off it. So that's the first thing that we work on is that decision and how you're going to set up things to support you in that. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So once you've decided that you are going to change your health, and this is what I did 3 years ago, so a year before I came to Youngevity, I went, you know what, this is not working for me. I am headed to an early grave. I was 50 years old. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning without using my dresser drawers to lift myself up as a ladder. If something fell on the floor, I couldn't pick it up. I had to have other people pick it up in the first couple of hours. I had really trashed my body first as an athlete years ago, and then second, in just a horrendous lifestyle, just high stress, eating bad foods, traveling too much, just all of those things. So I decided that it was time to really make a difference in my lifestyle. And the first thing I did was just this. I eliminated bad foods. All right. So here are the bad foods that Youngevity really works on eliminating, the Youngevity Nation. So it's wheat, barley, rye, oats, corn, soy. These help cause inflammation in the body and also prevent really good digestion of the rest of your food. I'm going to speak in lay terms because that's how I've been successful in this industry, in being able to just kind of touch on a couple of points that people understand. It slows down your digestion. You can't get the nutrients from all the other food, and it makes you sluggish. Okay, meat with nitrates, industrial seed oils, carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks again slows down your digestion. You want to be able to digest, feel clean, have energy. Well done red meat. You're really not getting a lot of nutrition from that. Plus, it's carcinogenic with the overdone portion of that. Fried foods, we all know about that, and baked potato skin. So those are the things to eliminate from your diet, and of course, toxic people. So when we talk about making a decision, there's oftentimes people in your life who don't want you to change. And so I don't eliminate them. I just move them to an outer circle, right? You've got your core circle of really great people who are influential in your life. You know, you look at the where you are in your life, and it's really the average of your 10 closest people of influence. So sometimes there's some people you need to move to the outer rings where you choose when you're going to have conversation and what you're actually going to listen to them from. Okay. So here's some videos that are really helpful to get you started, to understand some of the processes of maybe what you're doing that's not serving you, to set your body up to release the weight or digest better and feel great energy. And Dr. Peter Glidden is one of our reference points with Youngevity. He's a licensed naturopathic doctor with over 30 years experience. So here are some great videos that really would help you get started and understand the grounding of why we suggest that you eliminate things that are going to support you in the journey on your lifestyle change. So I'm not talking about a diet. I'm talking about a lifestyle change. It's been 3 years. I've lost 32 kilos. Okay. For those of you in pounds, that's like, I don't know, 65 pounds, okay, over that time period. And this is where you're going to get the support from, and having that ultimate grounding of it's not a diet, this is a lifestyle change. Okay, so Dr. Peter Glidden's videos, do invest some time. You're worth it. All right, cool. So good foods. Okay, the first thing I did was eggs, right? So eggs, at least 2 a day, and more is even better. Butter, I never strayed from butter. I've always been a butter person, never any of the fake vegetable oil processes. Iodized salt, vegetables, berries, high in antioxidants. Vegetables, of course, we know are our prebiotic, which is so important for good gut health. Nuts, avoid peanuts. And the reason why we avoid peanuts is actually, it's not so much that the nut's a problem, it's the fungus in the nut. Very hard to find peanuts that do not have that fungus, so you just avoid them completely. Have almond butter instead of peanut butter, is so much better for you. Red meat, yay, I'm a carnivore. Poultry, yeah, it's good, and it's good for you, nice and lean. Fish and seafood. Bad foods, of course, wheat, barley, those types of grains, soy, corn, fried foods, industrial seed oils, red meats, overdone, nitrates, as we said, baked potato, crispy skin, carbonated soda, and sugars. That is one of the first things I did. Completely eliminated sugar from my diet. There's like no hidden sugars, nothing. I'm completely sugar free, unless there's, at my mom's house and I have to have. That's pretty much the only time. Okay, so I just have to move this around. Really? Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. Okay. Back to this. Okay. So, loads of water, green tea, eggs, nuts, minimum sugar. Like eliminate sugar. If you want to digest better, you want better energy, want better skin, all of the things, just get rid of sugar out of your diet completely. Very rare if I would have any sugar, and the sugar that I would have for me would be a little bit of honey the odd time, or pure maple syrup from Canada. That's it. Boost your protein. Again, that's the first thing I did. One of the first things I did is really great protein choices and lots of vegetables. So, and for me, carb reduction was key. For the Healthy Body Challenge, or Better Health Challenge, the Healthy Body Pack is absolutely core. You know, a lot of people, they're looking at diet and why they're craving and all of that kind of stuff, because you're missing minerals. Ideally, you know, you get your minerals up with the tangy tangerine and the OsteoFX, you'll find your cravings go right down and almost to zero. You know, for a lot of women out there, you're menopausal, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, whatever it is, and I just use that as an excuse. I use that, oh, I'm gaining all this weight because I'm menopausal. And then I started, oh, let's have a real conversation. Look around. How many women out there are actually obese because of menopause? I started looking at it and going, oh, I've been using this as an excuse. So now I have no sugar cravings, no chocolate cravings, no any of those kind of things. The only thing I'm ever going to crave is salt, and that's because I run a half marathon every single week. So my body needs a little extra salt with that. So you want to have this Healthy Body Pack is core to every single one of the programs with Youngevity. And as Kevin said, it's absolutely, you know, essential. So let's talk about the Healthy Body Challenge. So this challenge in Youngevity starts every quarter, and you can start it at any point. But if you want to be part of the challenge, the competition, the program, then you start at start of a new quarter. So January 1st was a big start this year for this program. So there's 3 options of the healthy eating program. And the first one is keto. So ketogenic program is where the body is, well, you're going to be using low carbs, moderate protein. Most people, when they start keto, they overdo the protein, and a higher fat, okay? Now, this leaves you full and satisfied. Absolutely. I'm on for me personally, I don't follow keto exactly, but I certainly have done a very modified keto, if that makes sense, because I'm running, okay? And so what ketogenic really means is that your body, the process of ketosis, your body is using fat and carbohydrates for energy, all right? So that's kind of the lay terms process of that. So Rev 90, okay, so you're revving up your metabolism, you're revving your weight loss as well, and you're using our Rev product. So this is a high density, low calorie food. In this one, you eat less calories, you get great results with foods that are, you still eat lots, but they're more filling than full of calories, okay? It's the best way to describe that. The Wellness 90, this is regardless, I know it's part of the Healthy Body Challenge, but everyone should be living Wellness 90 diet program, because you just eat healthier, balanced, full of fruits, vegetables, nuts, lean protein. It is really, really this lifestyle. And when people make changes in their lifestyle, in their diet, they will, if their body needs to lose weight, they will. It will be slower than Rev or keto, but it absolutely, your body moves into equilibrium, right? And it moves itself to a healthier weight, so you don't actually need to restrict. Okay. So let's talk about keto: high fat, moderate protein, low carb. Now, with this one, I will tell you, you need to follow it exactly. You need to track your macros, okay? So for a lot of people, they start on keto, they don't know what they're doing, they're eating it wrong, they, not tracking their macros, and it can be a challenge to be consistent. So this one really takes a little bit more of a lifestyle commitment, but the benefits are amazing. Okay, so obviously weight loss is part of it. It really, really helps to control blood sugar. So a lot of people with diabetes, blood sugar issues find a great result with keto. It brings about mental clarity and focus. So those people who are in ketosis, you often hear from them going, I have never had so much clarity. And that's because they're not running on carbs. Carbs go up and down and up and down. Your blood sugar go up and down that. And that's why people say, because the blood sugar are even, they're not spiking, and they have much more mental focus. Increased energy and normalized hunger. Again, same thing with normalizing hunger. It comes from the blood sugar is not up and down all the time. So you are actually only hungry when your body needs food in this one. There's been reports that it helps to impact epilepsy. It improves cholesterol when you're doing it right, okay? Improves cholesterol and blood pressure, reduces insulin resistance, as we said, with the blood sugar there, and improves acne, which is so bizarre because back in the days, in the 80s, restrict your fat, you're eating too much fatty foods and you have acne. We all know now that it's a hormonal issue and a stomach issue in digestion. So this is where this has worked really, really well by adding the high fat diet, actually improves skin condition. So there's a little bit about keto. Now let's talk about Rev. This is a fast, immediate weight loss program. There's two parts to it. So there's the initial part where it is really on a lower calorie. So you're basically starting with the Rev 90, and of course with the supplements with that. Now, simple recipes. It's easy to do. If you need a tune-up, if you're going to convention and you want to have a little tune-up before you go, you could easily drop 5 kilos with this program over a week or two. It's that quick and easy to do. For people with blood sugar issues, this isn't the easiest one, okay? I would recommend keto versus Rev, but certainly, and then there's a maintenance program. So again, it's using the healthy foods and the maintenance program. Lots of great information in this. So this is really where my team landed in our program and our success with that. And I'll talk to you a little bit exactly what they did. Now the Wellness 90, again, this would be everyone's great start. If you're not doing the program to lose weight and in the competition, this is really a great start for everyone to get used to the healthy foods, right? And the eliminating the foods that you need to take out. This is the perfect start for anyone. If you're in the competition, then of course look at keto and Rev. But if you're just doing it to make this lifestyle change, this is the perfect start. Okay, more energy. Okay, because you're getting you're eating foods that have more nutrients in them, more dense nutrients. So less bloating, better digestion. Of course, the skin clearer and brighter because you've eliminated these bad foods from your diet. Better sleep because you're not having sugar spikes throughout the day and you're digesting better. You're not waking up with heartburn and things like that on when you make that lifestyle choice. Less illnesses, absolutely. Stronger immune system. And that comes down to digestion. If you're digesting your food and it's clean and you're burning this energy, of course, we all know that your immune system starts in your guts and really is the key to that. So if you're eating well, you have way less illnesses and stronger immune system. Less allergies. Allergies, if you go through a detox process and you're eating the healthy food, your body can start to eat more of these things that you couldn't eat before, or you can handle the things, maybe even outside influences that you were allergic to. You find that your body, because it's digesting, it's not recycling these toxins and working harder and harder. It's eliminating them, and so thus your body's able to handle things that you thought you were allergic to. So that's kind of my lay terms way of explaining that. Okay. Exercise. So the next thing is exercise. Now, this is where I get really kind of technical, so I'm going to make sure I water this down for you. Your lymphatic system is not connected to a pump. Your circulatory system is, and that's what pumps through the body, and that works great. But your lymphatic system is actually longer, has more vessels, more system than your circulatory system, but no pump. So movement is the only way to move the lymphatic fluid through. And with the lymphatic fluid is so important, because this is where toxins from fat cells and things like that push, it's emptied into this system to get it out of the body. Okay. Now, in the lymphatic fluid system, okay, let's say little tube, there's little pinball flippers. Okay. And these little pinball flippers will trap fluid that's stagnant, that's toxic, and if you don't move, the little pinball flippers don't open up. Okay, so here's where we talk about a little bit about detox and why it's important, not just on a diet, but the movement part of this. And it doesn't have to be intense. You don't have to run half marathons with me, but the movement part is really important, because as you're losing weight, you often hear people who lose weight get really sick. And they get sick, usually about a month and a half in. They're like, oh, I'm so sick. Blah, blah, blah. It's because they didn't take care of the lymphatic fluid, okay, mostly. So what you need to do is you need to do things that push open those little flippers and allows everything to clear and move through the system and let the digestive system eliminate it, okay? So rebounding, a lymphatic massage, walking 30 minutes a day. But when I say walking 30 minutes a day, you need to get moving. If you're not moving your upper body, you're not moving your lymphatic fluid as well as you could, right? But any type of bouncing, conscious breathing. So the whole movement about breathing, that's also clearing toxins and helping the lymphatic system. Make exercise fun. We always talk about, in my teams, we talk about goal setting. When's your next thing, right? What's the next thing that's going to keep you on track? Why am I doing 52 half marathons in a year? Because I'm not the fastest runner. I'm not going to get a ton of medals, but I need a target so that every week, yes, I'm running a half marathon, but what that takes on the body in the middle of the week, the 6 days that I'm not running, I have to keep myself in check. So that's why I'm doing 52 weeks of half marathons, is because I am absolutely accountable to my lifestyle. I can't blow it, otherwise I can't do a half marathon, okay? So yoga, Tai Chi, these are great exercises. Again, when you think about it, they're movements designed for lymphatic, okay? And play and laughter, you can't ever get enough of that. So as I said, in the beginning stages of a program, and it's really important, you've got to help your body eliminate those toxins. Otherwise, it's just going to get recycled back in. The fat cells are brilliant, okay? So women, love your thighs, love your cellulite, because it's actually a brilliant way to store toxins away from the major organ. But it gets stagnant. And when you start on a weight loss program, if you're not eliminating those toxins, they're just going to circulate, and your body's going to get this whole resistance and try to dump the toxins back into the fat cells. So this is where, when people hit that plateau, this is really important, this movement of the lymphatic fluids. Okay, now some of the things that I coach on is, if you're really serious, and our team have lost over I think it's 80 kilos. Allison can tell you. So there's four. So it's Allison, Kelly, Matt, and Steve. And I think they've lost over 80 kilos. I know it's over my body weight. They've lost me in the first 2 quarters of the Healthy Body Challenge this year. So some of the exercises that I worked with them on is, again, this bounce 2 times a day. Start your day with a stimulating walk that really helps to increase your metabolism and energy throughout the day. And I found that the best way to do this was a 45-minute of fast-paced walking with a purpose, not walking on the beach enjoying the view. You're walking with a purpose. And when you tune into that purpose the entire walk, the results are so much better. Okay. In the keto workout, so with keto, you find a lot of people who are into weightlifting. They're into really kind of intense type of workout. And this is the one. So this is the one that they love because the keto, because it maintains energy, right? It's just really gone through the fitness world with pairing these two types of HIIT and keto. So the ultimate goal, of course, is to get back into a great health and getting into the goal, the weight goal, whatever that is. Okay. Now, so the exercise, weight resistance. So certainly we all know weight resistance helps with bone density as we age, especially for women. So this, you can still just use your body weight. You don't need to have weights. So a great place to start, one of the things that I teach people is accountability. And there are free apps on your phone that, there's a squat challenge, there's a push-up challenge. These are great things if you don't have a group right around you to hold you accountable, or you don't have an option to go to a gym. These are free. There's no reason why you can't do them. All right, and it's super easy. They show you how to do proper lunges or squats and push-ups, and it is really great for weight-bearing exercise. Okay. For Rev, this is what the Rev group have put together for exercises that support the Rev program. So as you can see, there's tons and tons of information out there within Youngevity, not just take the Healthy Body pack. It's take that, use this, here's your exercise, here's your eating program. It's completely a lifestyle change, okay, that people are working on. So this one also includes weight training. Okay, so you're building, again, the weight-bearing exercises to help with bone density. And of course, we all know that once you start putting muscle on, you start increasing your metabolism, so the fat is burned faster. Now, water. We need to make sure, those of you in Australia, you know what I'm talking about, especially in hot weather, you need to stay hydrated, and also when playing sport. Now, everyone's got a different level of water intake, and based on the weather, based on the humidity, and how active you are. So at the minimum, the guide is 1.5 to 2 liters a day. And certainly that depends on your activity. Now, I wouldn't say as an athlete, I was an athlete. I guess I'm kind of an athlete now. It's also, water's not the only thing you need to have. If you are working out 30 minutes or more, you really need to take some type of post-workout drink, and even during. So because I run minimum of 2 hours 15, I just came back from a half marathon about an hour ago, and I actually use our Rebound in my backpack. I carry water, and the Rebound is normally a post-workout drink, but if you're working out over the 30 minutes, it actually works really well to help rehydrate you better. Now, there have been days, and I just want to tell you how important rebound is. There's been days that I've woken up in the middle of the night in total body shock because I was dehydrated. So, I have a heavy glass, really intense glass of rebound, a little bit more than 2 scoops, and can go right back to sleep. So that's happened because of the heat here in Australia and the humidity, but rebound is the answer. Okay, sleep, really, really important. When you are in a lifestyle change and diet or exercise, your sleep is where you regenerate. And I was somebody who was like, 6 hours of sleep, that's all you need, blah, blah, blah. But the more I exercise, the better, my lifestyle, I find that I really regenerate better mentally and physically with the 7 hours of sleep. So key points, it helps during sleep, your body is rebuilding. It's allowing your brain to function better. Your brain needs to cut off at some times to have a little rest. And even in the day, sometimes I'll take a 20-minute nap and all of a sudden I'm bright and alert and all these ideas come in. All right, so it's really important. It helps to regulate your appetite and blood sugar. So don't skip on sleep thinking that that's going to help you burn more calories if you're on a diet. It doesn't. It's absolutely the opposite. I know, I lived that. Okay. Support. So this is where for the Healthy Body Challenge was key for my team in becoming finalists here. Is Youngevity has done, especially with us last year, an incredible job in the Better Health program. Okay. And all the support. So this is just a screenshot of when you go to this website of the information that's there for you. There's an initial 7-day meal plan. There's recipes that tells you what kits and products are going to be best for you, and a whole FAQ on the program, and then resources. So this is an example of what that looks like and what you can find in there. Okay? And this is true for each and every one of the 3 programs, okay? So to understand keto, ygyketogenic.com, how to support yourself in tracking. Those are 3 that they recommend: Lose It, MyFitnessPal, or Fat Secret apps. And it's really, like I said before, it's really important to track your macros, and it's really hard to do without using an app. It's much easier. The Ruled Me is a place to find macro calculators and recipes and details about keto. Keto sticks, if you want to find out if you have you reached keto, and I've used these before. You can just get them at your local drugstore, and it's basically it's a urine sample stick, right? And that'll tell you if you've reached ketosis. Right. So, and it usually in the first 2 to 3 weeks, you want to be knowing that you've reached that ketosis level. Okay. Now, there's a Facebook group with Youngevity, and it's full of information, peer-to-peer support, and some real great experts on that Facebook group. It's called the Keto 90 Lifestyle. Now, this isn't a Youngevity corporate group. This is a group. I think it's I can't remember there's a couple people in charge of it, but it is a peer-to-peer Youngevity Nation group, okay, by Youngevity Health and Nutrition Ambassadors. For the Rev, the same thing. There's a Facebook group, Rev 90 Challenge, and again, it's Youngevity Health and Ambassadors. It has filled with files for eating plans with the recipes. Another place for you to get Rev 90 and Wellness 90 support is Sabre. In the early days, 2 years ago, we put together Make, Take, and Freeze. We're basically 6 meals that you can make ahead, pop in the freezer, and then you defrost them and cook them. I guess really important piece of making a lifestyle change is having everything at your fingertips. If you open the cupboard door in the first 2-3 weeks of this, or even the first month, and you didn't make dinner, and you're just starving, you want something fat, you're gonna make a choice. It just, everyone does. However, if you planned, pre-organized, you know what you're having for dinner, whether you've organized the recipe, or you've done a make, take, and freeze and have 6 recipes or 12 recipes in the freezer you can pop out, you're not going to stray off this lifestyle change. All right. So absolutely key to be ready. Okay. And the wellness, again, we have fabulous recipes in the make, take, and I think there's about 30 or maybe 36 recipes in this program for both Rev and wellness. The keto ones, make sure that you are double checking your macros. We didn't check those specifically for the keto. Okay. So no excuse on lifestyle changes. Now, with that, before we go about actually how to get started, if you want to be part of the Better Health Challenge program, I want to ask Allison Johnston to share a little bit about your success on the program, maybe some aha moments, and what it's transpired for you in the lifestyle change for you.
Just let me unmute myself. I've got still too many helicopters flying around the area to be unmuted all the time. So as Colleen said, with the Better Health Challenge, one of the priorities was being organised and pre-planning meals and things like that. So for us, or for me in particular, that was key, because it is not only a mindset, but, you know, we all lead busy lifestyles, so it is easy to just grab and go. Whereas if you've pre-planned what your meals are and you have them already, it's still easy to grab and go, but it's a healthier option. So right at the beginning, we did, as Colleen said, we set some goals and had a plan on where we were looking at going. And I believed that I was leading a fairly healthy lifestyle. So I had a gym membership that I actually used, so I was exercising. I was, what I believed, eating healthy, and I do fall into one of those premenopausal people as well. So I couldn't work out why I was putting on weight, not losing weight. So the detox program for us was incredibly important to rid our bodies of everything that was basically not allowing us to lose the weight or to release the weight. So that was a big start. And for me, it set the foundation, because in the first week I actually lost 5 kilos. Which was massive. It's like, wow, you know, who could believe that? So to date, we're at 17.2 kilos, which is pretty massive. And, you know, look, I still look in the mirror sometimes and go, you know, I'm fat. So it's not a once a week thing. It is a total lifestyle change. And I'm really happy to say that, you know, whilst there are stages where it's difficult and it's challenging, it's also so rewarding with so many different things. My blood pressure has gone down. I was at a dangerous level in my blood pressure. I laughed this morning. I can actually see my toes, which is pretty exciting now. And just the health levels, clarity, my fitness levels. I'm certainly not running half marathons every week. I can jog. I do a HIIT class, which is high intensity interval training at the gym. every week that goes for an hour. The first time I did it, I thought I was going to vomit. So I'm past that now. I can actually do it without being ill, which is really exciting. I do yoga. We walk our dog every day. And so my fitness levels are just, you know, through the roof in comparison to where I've been. So, you know, if you're thinking about something like this, I would suggest, you know, talking to other people, having a look at the programs, finding what fits for you. For me, being part of a team was incredibly important through the support that was offered. So, you know, just work out what it means and what it will mean for you, because for me, it's been the best choice ever.
Great. Thank you so much, Allison. You really committed to it and have made that incredible lifestyle change, and it shows through in everything. So thank you. All right, now to get started, it's pretty easy. There's a whole process in the Youngevity web pages for you to get started, but basically weigh yourself, take a picture, take your measurements, okay? Pick foods from the good foods list, pick your program that you want to start with, all right? That's really important. Create your meal plan. Don't just wing it. It won't stay the test of time, all right? Exercise, drink water, and be committed. Now, of course, celebrate successes. That's one of the things that we did. All of our weekly weigh-ins, we celebrated all of the successes, and it spurs you on to the next week. Okay, so let me talk about detox, because this is actually one of my specialties. So as I said before, I've been detoxing, or Tracy said, I've been detoxing since I was a national athlete in Canada. And at the end of our season, when we finished the track and field championships, I would go into a basically 2 to 4 week detox and reset my body. So this resets metabolism, again, helps to clear lymph. As we said, that's important, because if you're not clearing the lymph, the fat cells have no place to dump the toxins, okay? And then it helps to eliminate them through the digestive system. And breathing and you know, so it prepares the body for the next step. So you can do a 2-week detox at the start, you can do a 1 month, but whatever it is, I suggest do some type of detox before you start making these lifestyle changes, because the detox is part of the lifestyle change. So then my team, once we did the detox, they chose which path they were going to go, and to the Rev or the Wellness 19. Okay. Now here's some of the support nutrition that we work with on the beginning stages of the Healthy Body Better Health Challenge. Of course, we want to support liver and gallbladder for digestion. And because we know when you're going through, like Allison, 5 kilos, and it wasn't just water. A lot of people go, oh, it's just water. No, it's not. It's your body trying to get rid of everything. So you need to support the organs that are doing the most work, and the liver and gallbladder are part of that process. Slender FX, those people who were sugar addicts, this is one of the products that we recommend for them to help regulate the chromium picolinate. Really helps to regulate blood sugars, and that was important. Ultimate enzymes, always, always, always. You need to digest your food, and as we age, we're not, our body isn't building digestive enzymes as well. So I've been taking enzymes for, I want to say 20 years, okay? Absolutely key to any program is, in order to get food, nutrients from the food, you actually need to digest it. True Detox Tea, for those of you with sluggish bowels, this is imperative in the first part of any of your weight loss. You need to digest, you need to support the liver, and you need to get everything out. It's just, otherwise you're recycling the stuff that your body just was trying to get rid of, okay? Again, this is another part of the detox, either True Detox Tea or Colon FX or Slender FX, cleanse, any one of those. To kickstart metabolism, the Keto Power Up is a great one as well. And my team, those that used it, use it in the afternoon. Instead of a cup of coffee, they use the Keto Power Ups. Be the Change coffee. Now we used, and still do, this is my favorite, Diet Plus 62. I actually love the flavor of this coffee. It's super smooth. I only drink 1 cup of it because it's basically double the caffeine, and some really great fat burning herbs in there as well. And then pink grapefruit is one of those oils that is so uplifting. It's a great one for sugar spikes. So if people are having, starting to feel sluggish around sugar, that's a great one to have in your oil diffusers. It also is very, very supportive in a carrier oil on cellulite. So it actually helps to the body to start breaking down some of those really tough outer membranes of the fat cells that your body's trying to hold all the toxins in. The grapefruit is a great one to help with that. Okay, as I said, sweeties is really important for those people who are coming off sugar. If you haven't already been on a lifestyle change and you're still on the sugar and you need that support, this is a key one. Make that urgent lifestyle change. Okay. And it's part of the weight management program. If you are doing a weight management pack, this is one of the ones that you would have on that. And chromium is the #1 piece to that one, and really helps to relate the promote the healthy blood sugar. Okay, let me go on to glucogenics. Again, another one for blood sugar support. So if this is in your early days of lifestyle change, either one of these is going to be a great help for you to support. This one is more about, not so much about the blood sugar cravings. It actually helps your body to break down glucose, okay, and then support the blood sugar levels. Okay, so it really depends on what you've got in your diet as well. And as it says there, it's got some soluble fiber, which is your prebiotic. So great support for growing proper and healthy range of flora in your good gut health. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of the ingredients because that's not what we're here for today. You're here to understand the Healthy Body Better Health program and which one of those programs would be best for you. So, any questions? I'm going to turn this back up here. Any questions? No? Okay.
So, Colleen, it's Trish here in Auckland. The main difference between the glucogenics and the sweeties is what?
The sweeties is more of a support for blood sugar regulator with the chromium, okay? The glucogenic helps to digest, helps your body to process carbohydrates. So one helps you to avoid them, the other one helps you to process them, is my understanding. I've taken the sweeties just to see it, but I haven't needed either one of those in my life. All right. So Kevin, is there anything else you can say about the two?
No, I think you pretty nailed it.
I speak in lay terms, so.
Sorry?
I speak in lay terms, so.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. All I know the difference between the two is that the glucogenics just has a bigger firing power. It's got some great herbs over and above what the sweeties doesn't have. And those herbs really help metabolize and help the body metabolize. I add it as an additional to the sweeties. So I tend to throw people on the sweeties first. And then if they need extra over and above, then I'll add the glucogenics to it.
Yeah, perfect. Because some people do need carbohydrates, more carbohydrates in their life than others. And I'm not a big carbohydrate eater. So But if you are, you know, if you're doing the Wellness 90 and not digesting, and maybe, you know, this would be one that would help. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Anyone else? Alrighty. Well, thank you.
No, well, that's good. I certainly learned something today.
Oh, great. What did you? What
Yeah,
was
I certainly learned something today, and I think, well, it's the emphasis on the lymphatic. You know, I talk about it, but I think you put a really great emphasis on the importance of understanding the lymphatics. You know, I talk in my talks about people getting out, going for a walk, moving the system, getting it working, and your explanation was really, really good. I think people need to understand that more, because they see, as you say, the heart and the vascular system and all that. We have a pump for the blood, but we don't have a pump for the other side, and I think that's a really good way you put it.
I try to make sure that it's and it makes sense, right? I have a degree in biology and environmental science, but it's understanding our customers, right? Our customers need to understand why they need to work with the diet program in a weight loss.
I think, thanks, Colleen, for keeping it simple.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Kevin, for the wonderful introduction and support in the beginning slides, which you're an absolute expert. And I look forward to being, you know, this isn't obviously this is going to be cut off the presentation, but I look forward to being in service to anyone who is wanting more support on the Better Health Challenge, because that is something I'm very passionate about.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, guys, do we have one next week, Colleen, aware of, or are we waiting for Tracy to come back?
Next week, I don't know what I'm going to be in the middle of the convention activities there, so
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
My guess it will be when you guys come back. This ends the first 6 modules, and so I think we then start the business modules after that.
I think we go business and then rotate back through the 5 health modules again.
Yeah, I think so. We're just going to clean up the first few modules again, bring them up to the same specs as the last couple, because each time we've done it, it's just got better and better and better. And I like some of the new slides you just added into this module, which is really good.
Yeah, Tracy gave me the basics. She did the basics, and then she said fill in all the rest. So yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys. See you again.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
And